Disclaimer. The information provided in this video is for general information and educational purposes only. Students should test cybersecurity techniques in the secured lab setup. I do not take any responsibility, and I am not liable for any damage or problem caused while implementing the tools and technique. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another video tutorial. This one is different because, as I also noticed, many people were wondering how they can upgrade from Windows 10 to Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. They are searching what is the best method. Well, this is exactly what this video will cover, upgrading from Windows 10 to Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. And for this we won't even need a USB drive, you just need it for a fresh install. For this video, I'll be using my Lenovo G50. The one I have here has a Core i5-5200U which is not compatible, it doesn't have also TPM enabled. But as you can see, I already upgraded to Windows 11. So, just imagine I'm still using Windows 10 and let's check where we are as a starting point. The version of my previous Windows 10 installed here is Home. Take note here that upgrading from 32-bit version will not work. But most people should be on 64-bit anyway. And as you can see, it is activated. When launching the PC Health Check app, which should tell me if I can perform an upgrade to Windows 11, it tells me that my laptop is not compatible. Which is not really a surprise. Let's work around that. I will be using the best method, which is 100% working, and that is to combine the Windows 10 installer with the Windows 11 installation files. The first thing we need is the Windows 10 ISO. There are a few ways to download that. 1 is by using the Media Creation tool. 2 is to let your browser tell Microsoft's website it's not a Windows machine. So navigate to the page where you can download Windows 10. This works in the same way on both Edge and Chrome, by the way. As you can see, the website detected that we are on Windows and shows only the option to download the Media Creation tool. Now, we can go to the developer tools in our browser. You can do this using this menu or by pressing F12 on the keyboard. Here we can change the user agent and pretend we are on Chrome OS, for example. Anything non-Windows should do the trick. If we now refresh the page, we do get the option to download the ISO. In case you would struggle with this, you can also get the ISO by running the Media Creation tool as I mentioned. We need to select the language of choice. Important to note here is that this has to match with the currently installed language version or you will not be able to perform a proper upgrade. Then choose to download the 64-bit version. Next, we need the Windows 11 ISO as well. We can simply change the URL here. There is no need to change the user agent as there is an option available directly to download the ISO file by default. Here again, choose the matching language and download the file. Now that we have both the ISO files, we can minimize our browser and open the Downloads folder. Here, let's first mount the Windows 10 ISO by opening it via Windows Explorer. As you can see, this creates a new virtual drive which has the letter G in my case. Let's create a new folder on the desktop. And copy all the files from the mounted ISO to that new folder. Then we can eject the mounted ISO with a right-click on the drive and eject. If we have a look in the folder we created and where we copied the Windows 10 files, in the Sources subfolder we can find a file called install.vim. This is the actual Windows 10 installation source. We will replace that file with the one from the Windows 11 ISO instead. To do so, open a new window and navigate to Downloads again. This time, open the Windows 11 via Windows Explorer. And again, as you can see, this will be mounted as a virtual CD or DVD drive. Here, we also have a Sources folder and an install.vim file. As mentioned, we need to copy that to the folder we created and overwrite the existing file which is there. In case you are running Windows 11 on unsupported hardware, like an unsupported CPU or without TPM or secure boot, there is an extra step to go through here. If you are running on fully supported hardware, you can skip it, but it shouldn't hurt. First, download an old version of appraiserres.dll. I put the download link in the description below so it will be easy for you. Open your Downloads folder and open next to it the folder that we created. Here, you can see that the same file appraiserres.dll exists. This is the file that is responsible for the hardware check in the installer. You should do this because if not, you will end up with your Windows security is empty once you've finished upgrading. Open the download zip file and copy the DLL file from there to the Sources folder and confirm to overwrite the file. That's all it takes for the preparation. It's time to start the upgrade. Simply launch setup.exe from the folder we created and where we mixed the Windows 10 and 11 ISO into a sort of a Frankenstein install. Make sure to disable the option to fetch updates here and hit Next. This will begin upgrading your Windows 10 to Windows 11. Hit Accept button. Here, you should choose Keep Personal Files and Apps because you are still in Windows 10. In my case, it gave me the only one option because I'm already using Windows 11. And click Next, it will begin the upgrading. And rest assured that this will be upgrade to Windows 11 instead. This whole process takes some time. Then you will see a Windows 11 logo. There we are, the upgrade is complete. Looks like all our applications and data is still here. And everything seems to be working fine. You will see the version of your Windows here is 11 as you can see. Looks like the upgrade was a success. Let's test if updates are working as well. I don't really know if Microsoft will block the updates for unsupported installs in the future or not, but for now it looks like this is working and running so smooth. Hopefully this helps for people that do not want to perform a fresh install, but rather want to upgrade their existing Windows 10 installation to Windows 11. So once again, I hope you learned something valuable in today's tutorial. If you have liked this video, please put a thumbs up, and if you are interested in this kind of content, don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel for more of the same. So once again, thank you so much for watching. On to the next one. Peace.